welcome back to the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. We are not in Vendelbeck. Reason for that is in part because while ending the last and editing the last episode, I realized that Vendelbeck was one of those that we cleared out during the Collector. And then I went back to look at that episode, and it turns out that the only thing that was in there, well, at that time, was a long tomb, long alien ruin with necromancers and their summonings, and also poison traps, but not so interesting. So I went in again, and well, the necromancers had respawned, and so had the loot, though that was only a couple of soul gems and some gold. So I figured unless it's for a quest, I don't think I will be going into a place twice. Unless there really is nothing else to do. Well, either way. So, and instead I decided, you know what, we might as well head back to the Imperial City. And in doing so, I went and looked for more, essentially went up. So Vendelbeck is here. So essentially I went up through this area, found nothing, then over here, and didn't find anything either. So after that I decided to go up and up across the Silverfish River around here where the shrine is, also because there's a bridge. Somehow I got the quest line that is related to this shrine. I don't know, because I didn't speak to anyone, I just wandered through. And I have wandered through before, but I did not get the quest then. Either way, anyway. Shut up, phone. Either way, let me just make that on silent. I really should have done that from the start, but yeah, I don't expect to get... There we go. Silent. Mode on. Right, so, when I crossed the river, I noticed that a fort had shown up on my compass, as in a fort I had not cleared out, or even discovered for that matter. So I decided, well, let's go and take a look. And that was Fort Felicia. And then I also discovered that the Imperial Bridge Inn, which is this, was here. And well, if that's the inn fitted to it, then this is the Imperial Bridge. Not much of a sight now, is it? However, inside the inn, there was a mage who requested my help. And as you can see, the quest marker is nearby. So, the plan for this episode is we take on whatever it is at Bramble Point Cave. Then, I assume, we head back to the Imperial Bridge and hand it in. Then, we take Fort Felicia, and then we roll it on back and take Fort Qa'Rajh, because that was also one of the places that we discovered, but didn't enter. And likely the sentries at Fort Qa'Rajh have respawned, so there is something to come for. That's quite a, depending on how long Bramble Point Cave is, that might be a bit much for an episode, but I think that this makes sense. It's sort of a filler episode. And after that, we'll actually, do we need to head into the Imperial City? Hold on. Nope. Oh yeah, that was the Periite Shrine. I really don't know how I got that. I just run through. I suppose because I can't talk to them, that's actually how that's activated. Okay, let's see. So, Qa'Rajh, don't know where that is. Coral, and close to Qa'Rajh. And buying a house in Qa'Rajh. Well, I should buy some furnishing for it. This is also in Qa'Rajh. This is in Coral. So, it seems like we need to finish off a couple of quests in Coral first. Then, once that's done, we will head to Qa'Rajh and carry on with a lot of quests that we have there. So yes, there's a quest we're currently on. I've met Lithuanian, an ultimate sorcerer at the Imperial Bridge Inn, in the wilderness southeast of the Imperial City. He's asked me to locate his research node on working stones, which he lost in the depths of Bramble Point Cave. Simple. A simple fetch quest. Is there more to it? Perhaps. But, well, we shall see. Oh, that was a deer. I thought it was a wolf. No, wolves usually don't bounce around like that. Usually. I mean, they might. Could adapt to their behavior so that... Ooh! Great. A will-o-wisp. That's what I always wanted. Oh. Beautiful. Whoa, they're fast. Wow. Apparently I clicked R1 a couple of times rather than, you know, just holding it down. Well, this... So they will-o'-the-wisp outside. Well, at least the cave is dark. That makes will-o'-the-wisp fairly easy to spot. At least normally. Oh boy. So I have been in here before, yes? No, I have not, so I've only walked past it. Ooh, it's a brave new world. Not a brave new cave, but yeah. Mine at all. And a Qa'Rajh. Still hear something moving about. We should have enough to buy furnishing in both... Oh! How didn't you notice? In both Coral as well as Qa'Rajh, with the money that we have. And I am likely to accumulate a little bit more before we even get there. So it is in a sub-location. Okay. That's the second time I've seen that. If not more. No. Alright, so rats. The thing about rats is that they are fairly small compared to a humanoid or goblinoid size creature. I wish I knew where will-o'-the-wisp was facing so I could sneak up on it. Essentially, I think will-o'-the-wisp actually have a hitbox similar to a regular NPC, as in a regular humanoid. Technically, they are spirits. I'm not entirely sure how the mythos of their creation is in the Elder Scrolls, but if it's just anything like D&D, essentially the evil soul of someone resurrecting, but not powerful enough to become an ogre. Tough. Tough does not mean bright. Alteration skill increased. Nice. Normally I'd give points for attempting a backflip, but that's less than gracious. Okay, supplication in a bramble point cave. Well, that's a blah 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 blah. That's a supplication name that actually. Oh my! I can't even get coffee when I'm with this happening. Get out of my face! Oh what? Goddamn spring. Oh, she kills herself. I didn't even do anything to hurt her. Whew. But back to the matters at hand. So let me grab my coffee. Jesus, that gave me a fright. Almost spilled the freshly brewed coffee over myself. Now that would annoy me, but mostly I would feel sad for myself because that's good coffee gone to waste. I'm not about that. Not at all. Okay, so there are also spriggans. Well, I should have. By default, okay. Big targets, very slow. Don't have a ranged attack, and it. Ogres, tough to. They're tough enough to. Did I tell you you could get up? I don't remember doing so, no. Ooh, it's locked. No, it isn't. So, if we can reach 67... Babble. If we can reach 60,000 septims before getting to core, which I don't think is impossible. Actually, I think that's very possible indeed. Why am I on that one? There we go. Hold on. Am I using the... I do have more silver arrows, which do a little more damage, so they are lightly able to take down an ogre with sneak attack in one shot. I mean, my archery, the amount of damage I do is not only causing them to stagger, but also causing them to fall over, which is useful. Oh, don't tell me that. Okay, that's semi-acceptable. Yeah, I don't know. That goes for you too, tree lady. Well, I would rather have a spriggan in my face than a will-o'-the-wisp. I don't like those guys, but I think I have said that a couple of times. So yeah, I think 60,000 should be an obtainable goal. Okay, let's check the map so we make sure where we're going. Ooh, that's the right way. Well, that's not the way we're going then. We need to explore first. And then we can always hit and do the deed afterwards. Narrow corridors. Perfect for... Oh, that is back. That's not interesting. You don't want to do that. This way. Yes. So even with Night Eye on, will-o'-the-wisps are fairly easy to spot as, well, they are a giant glowing ball. Ogres aren't exactly deep bramble point cave. Oh. Could it be? We will hold off on going in there just for now. Could it be that, well, the marker is still red, which indicates that it is in yet another sublocation, which means that it is a little bigger than what I initially thought. Could it be that they lead to the same sublocation? A will-o-the-wisp. Minotaur. And a rat. So he actually cannot see me right now. There we go. Can you... He has... He did not see me, despite hopping right into my fist. Well, practically. I still had to hit. I still had to actively hit him. Like, it's not like he just touched my fist and died. So that would be kind of cool. In a sense. Ooh, cheeky. And so get death. Thank you. Ring of War. Holy sh... That's a lot of good stuff in that. Definitely a yoink. Given that we're... Yes, so it does lead to the deep Bramble Point Cave. Good. That means that we are likely going to come back. Oh my god, why can I not enter a sublocation and drink my cup of coffee without having Minotaur balls in my face? Well, maybe not the balls, but you get the point. Sheesh. Okay, coffee. Normally I can grab a cup while going from a sublocation to another or while leaving a dungeon. But I don't know, the loading times have been fairly short, which of course catches me off guard when I'm trying to drink my coffee. So yeah, it's not optimal. Oh, it's just a bonfire. It's like, there's no volcano down here, are there? Because then we need to have a serious talk about security. Ooh. Okay. So we can take down this guy. Ooh, that was in the... Oh, what? So if I entered here, yeah, that's where the other one comes down. Okay, good. But basically that would have given me a Drake and an Ogre straight away. Now I do a lot of damage, so it's not particular. Russet felt shirt of blade turning, which is normal weapons. That's not bad, but I mean... Considering that we just picked up the Ring of War. Must be Kratos' wedding band. It's the... Ooh, did I loot? Oh, I did. Mace of Deadweight. Huh. Ebony Greaves. It's a big fire. And a Minotaur. Maybe a Lord? Ah, maybe not. Doesn't matter, it died. And you too, crustacean fella. Are they crustaceans? They look crustacean. I mean, they also look kind of alien, but I don't think that's the case. Technically, would you consider something from a different plane as being an alien? Or does it have to be from another planet or interstellar object? Interesting line of thought. So can I get up from here? Yes. Okay. Go baby! Woo! Nice. That is real. I can't see. There we go. It's a dead end. Well, that's... What? Yeah, it is. Ain't no tricks about it. Still weird though. Sure, other hidden treasures like in the corner? Oh no. Okay. Well, we're moving steadily onwards. That's very bright over there. What's that about? I'll let the night eye go. Oh, now there's a Minotaur Lord. Yeah. When he survives the arrow, that's usually an indicator that he's a little more powerful than. Powerful does not mean clever. Ooh. Can you... Woo! That works. Thank you. Elbow hammer. But, oi! Oh, why? Kill you first. And having you go invisible. Also, the Spriggan can damage my strength as well as my luck. Which, I mean, it's less debilitating. The damage it does to the strength is only a drain one. So basically it means I will be stuck in place because I'm overburdened. Where to the Will-O-Wisp have the effect of damaging, not draining, damaging both intelligence and willpower. Or willpower. Is it called willpower? Who cares? Which makes it very difficult to cast any spells, which means that you can essentially, if they have hit you, you're gonna have a hard time dispelling it. You need potions or alchemical reagents that can restore, or alternatively, why is this so... Oh! I think he mentioned something about Vulcan stones actually growing here. Well, that seems to be the case. Odd that they're not in a alien ruin, but... Oh! Wait, what? Okay. Lithnilian's research note. I've recovered Lithnilian's research notes from Bramblepoint Cave. I should return to Lithnilian for the promised reward. I don't really remember what he promised me, but it doesn't really matter that much. Now what's here? A dead end. So the only feature of interest is the fact that there is a single cluster of raw Welkin stones growing here, and that's it. You'd think that if it was a discovery of, in major proportions, that it would be significantly more. Hold on, let us actually read his notes. Let's see what they say. Books. Here, no, it's books are after ingredients. Let's see. Is it long? Oh. Let's see. As I entered the final chamber of Bramblepoint Cave, my eyes fell upon the goal of my expedition. In the inky blackness, the familiar aquamarine glow of the Vulcan stone beckoned me in silent reverence. It was the first here in ages, evidenced by the thick layers of dust and debris strewn about. I don't remember how long I stood there, in awe of the beautiful crystals outside their natural environment. They all said I was crazy, a fool, a buffoon. Crystals growing outside alien ruins, preposterous. I spent nearly a decade and all the money I had crossing Cyrodiil and exploring the many natural caves dotting our landscape. Then, on that fateful night, an orc stumbled into Imperial Bridge Inn, where I happened to be drinking. He spouted off a line of nonsense about creatures that came out of the darkness, and I dismissed him as drunk until he said something that filled my heart with hope. He spoke of a light in the darkness, as blue as the Lady Sea. Could it be the Vulcan stones I was seeking? I had to know more. A few gold and many drinks later, the orc told me he'd been in Bramblepine Cave. As I made my way through the night to the cave, my mind was racing. The stories had to be true. The elite culture had mastered the art of creating these crystalline structures and was just beginning to cultivate them outside of their underground communities, and they disappeared from history. That meant one thing. With the proper materials, magic, and research, the Vulcan stone could adapt to any environment. I had to get to Bramble Point and study them before anyone else found them. This would be my mark on history, my moment to shine. And now, after climbing through the cave, I've arrived at this chamber. After I finish this entry in my logbook, I'll have so much to do. So much to do indeed. This will be the day that Lithnien will be remembered as the first to unlock the secrets of the Vulcan stone. Well, nothing seems nefarious about this. At least, not from what I can tell. Okay, up we go. I'm pretty prepared for that. Some nasty may have respawned. Just in case, I think we are much lower in our mace. Blunt, that is. How long did that take? Ugh, almost half an hour. Well, I have decided to make this a longer episode. Am I actually going the right way? Ooh. Hello, unexplored territory. Wait, nothing in it. What? It was unexplored. No, it isn't. I mean, technically the other side of this is also unexplored, but there. There we go. Job done. Down here. Yes, I did. Now, wait a minute. Is this the right way to go? Nope, that's the wrong way to go. Here I was thinking that, oh, I'll take another way out. That'll be smart. And then I made a fool of myself. Whoop-de-doo! Whoop-de-freaking-doo! It's this way. I mean, I went down this way when I tried to explore, even though this was where I came from. I suppose caves do look a bit different depending on the angle of approach that you take to them. Oh well. Here's the... Oh yes, it wasn't a door, it was a trap door. Right, well... So far, nothing have respawned. And if it only stays that way, well... Hold on a hecking minute, there's stuff to explore. Huh. How did I miss that exactly? Increased. For what, shooting the ground? I mean, I don't mind, but let's just see how high are our skills at the moment. I could have just gone manual with that, but alright. Daylight. Okay, skills. close to another level. So Blade is close to another level as well. So if I use Blade, that will raise my major skills, which in turn will raise my level. So marksman just got raised to 85. That's good. Blunt is the lowest at 44. I need to go into melee more often. Right. Oh, we should use the blade because then we can level up in that. Oh well, that was good. We got the treasure and we cleared the dungeon. I think. So that was, at least for now, just a small fetch quest. There might be more to it, but well, for now we will leave that be. At least it doesn't seem like Lithnilian is doing anything nefarious. He just wants a scholarly credit, and who can blame him? I shouldn't be going north. Why was I going north? Okay. So, perhaps I should bet. Well, I don't know. I probably should bet. Shouldn't bet. I'm not a gambler. Let's take a guess at how many hits it would take for my blade to live up. I'm gonna say from where it was, less than 10. Well, we get a chance to test it out here. Oh! Would yes. Is that you? Yes, it is. Well, one wasn't enough. But we're about to enter a fort. I suppose I could take that fort on. Oh. Just melee. I mean, for as long as it's possible. If someone is way on the other side of a bridge and I have to walk through half of a fort in the underground temple, yeah, I think I might shoot them instead. Okay. I don't think there are other colorful people in this inn, well, at least not at the moment, but let's see to it. There might be. So that's...
Well,
Hail, good citizen. How can I be of service?
Oh, that's the guy that helped the Bretons with their stay. Okay, where's our hidden friend?
Did you hear that the Knights of the Nine are gathering? Holy...
No.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Rumors?
The prettiest town in Cyrodiil? Don't know. But the ugliest is Breville. Shabby.
No, I don't think I have anything with...
the land
You
surrounding
move out of my
Necklemar
way.
is studded with small settlements,
Ooh.
farms, and woodland game reserves.
Comfortable?
I hear you.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
Just in the bow.
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset
Is there a
Isles.
study room or...
The Altmer have powerful wizards. It could be a dangerous situation.
Okay.
Be seeing you.
This is an unusual design for an inn.
I hope your expedition has been more successful than mine.
Research note.
Splendid! Just splendid. I almost feared that you'd never return. I'm glad to see I was incorrect. As promised, I'd like to compensate you for your efforts.
Wow. Okay, that was... Well, that was not
Keep
really what I
yourself
had
safe,
to
my friend.
for, but I suppose it would do in case we get into a situation where we need to detect life.
Hail, good...
Okay, to Fort Fascia, or something like that. A bit of change of pace. And it's nice to be able to drink my coffee when I'm eating an inn without having to stare into the crotch of a Minotaur and Ogre. It wasn't the most pleasant sight. But again, I suppose I did... Oh, that's just a statue. A statue? A statue. Blah. Fort Fascia. Was it? No, I need to go melee. So surely, since we discovered that we are close to leveling up, is it locked? No. Okay, so basically, normally we go a bit careful. See how dark it is. See how dark it is. That's not that bad. Ah! Why? So I don't see any torches, which to me tells me that it's probably not bandits. Skulls. So we are likely dealing with conjurers, necromancers, or oh, that looks like a goblin. That is a goblin. So that's 3, 4, 5. Oh. 4 nails. Nope. Where did that steel arrow come from? Not me. Well, he was alone in here. Okay, goblins. That means a chance to get more lockpicks. Which, you know, isn't bad. No. What did he hit me with? Let's see. Active effects. Drain magicka. Ah, okay. Well, that's not really going to affect me that much, my friend. There's a goblin right in the corner, isn't there? Where you at? You hostile green-skinned prick. Show thine face. I'll smack it. Ooh. Resolution is above something else. Bones? Oh, there you are! Ow. Oh, there's more of them.
Oh!
So that's 6, or 5, 6, 7. Oh, there we go! And we gain a level. Woo! I didn't expect that to happen, but I will take it. And goblins use bedrolls. More of them still? You are an annoying thing. Yeah, not having that. So, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, goblins often use bedrolls, as they, like most other living creatures, need to sleep. Okay, so what have we here? We had a warlord, and a warlord. Arrow of jinxing. Sure. Our inventory isn't looking too great. Well, that is... We can actually fix that because now we've done a bit of melee combat. So we should have some damaged armor, as well as damaged weapons. Down to repair hammers. That was 1 hammer. This also raises my armor skill. Oh, 2 hammers. Nice. Was there a bedroll back here? We definitely took care of a few of them. No, there was not. Well, I suppose they have a living quarters somewhere. Now, I am actually prepared for this. I have a D8 and my dice tower ready already. What? Oh yeah, that is actually a lot making 6. Okay. So let's do this manually because Alteration, well, we're using skills that will get that up anyway. So, let's up our security skill. It's not hugely important because its upgrade is essentially not worth it, but also with goblins there's a good chance of finding extra lockpicks, as you saw on one of the walls there. Huh. I suppose that trap was meant for me. Well, sorry to have ruined your fun. Did I hear someone go raspy voiced? Where was that actually set up to for? You don't want to be too much on it. Map. Okay, so that leads to a dead end. Okay, good. But I don't know if it's good, but it's fine. Ooh. I need that one that goes down, yeah, like that. Anything else? I don't think is there anything in here? Apart from a lot of skulls. So no. Okay, well, oh, we still have to go this way. What? Oh! Calm your goblin tits down, bitch. Definitely looks more like a sleeping chamber. Ah! Well, gained two, lost one. They like putting poisons on their weapons, don't they? Well, they're not that dangerous. Room? Really? No bedrolls? How do you guys sleep? Got another chamber coming up. Well, I'm not sneaking, so... No bedrolls here either. At least not from what I can see. An iron claymore, really? You guys. No torches? Okay. Whew. For a second there, I thought they would put torches in a barrel. This should... Is that a supplication? No, it just needs back on itself. Okay, so it's a one level only. Ah, well, it doesn't exactly hold a bed. But I think we may have cleared out all the goblins here because this is just a hallway. With nothing to it. So there was no bedrolls here. That's a shame. Well, there is an inn nearby, and I think we can manage spending that those 10 pieces of gold. It could also be that there actually is a bedroll somewhere out here in amongst the ruins, the exterior part. There's not much left of it in terms of the exterior ruins. Statue, but nothing else. Yeah, so the battlements are pretty much gone. How close to a level in blunt are they? What? Hold on. That doesn't seem right. So our mace has the added bonus of adding plus 10 to blunt skill, which is pretty grand, but it also gives a false indicator to the how the skill actually is. Oh well. I did not expect the single level up in Blade to get me to another level as a character. But, well, what do you know? And the inn is the closest bed nearby. Okay, so I have my D8 here. It's a red and black marble with golden... burnished gold.
Any time now.
Good news from
Numbers.
Qa'Rajh for a change. The last of the Daedra have been driven out.
I've heard
Daedra.
others say
A pleasure
they're
to
called
speak with
Daedra.
you.
Don't call them Daedra.
It's not the nicest bed in Cyrodiil, but it's cheap. 10 gold. And it's yours for the night.
Sure.
Very well. You can use either bed on the top floor. Oh, and do watch your step.
What?
Goodbye.
it's you, the hero of Qa'Rajh. This is truly an honor.
Sure. Oh, there's no bed here. This is just a sort of sitting dining area. Alright. So any bed I want. Well, why not the first bed? Yeah, let's go for a morning snooze. And I have my dice ready. Let's see what it says. Yeah, we've already read that one before. Right. So, bonus in everything except for luck. Well, luck has never been one for bonus, so that's not a wonder. Let's go for the first throw of the dice. Any roll goes, as nothing has been rolled before at this point. That is a 1. Strength. So we can carry a bit more. You need to finish the trip routine. Alright, I accidentally pressed circle and it didn't like that. Well, not circle, but the equivalent, as this is a knockoff controller. But it works, so yeah. Roll number 2. That is a 2. Intelligence. That's the first time in a long while I've gotten what I wanted. Let's see, willpower or endurance would probably be my next... I think endurance over willpower for the time being. Speed is actually my lowest skill and... Yeah, well, let's see. 6. Endurance. More hit points. Good. Good. I'm not over-encumbered. So, not only can we carry more now, we can also do more damage in melee combat. Why was I going away from that? Oh yes, I was up. So 467, albeit with the added bonus from our spell. And how much... Let's go back to this. So our hit punch currently is also boosted probably by something of the Crusader gear. Our max magicka right now is at a 120. Fatigue, not really that interesting, but that also is raised with endurance. So the overall amount of magicka is determined by your intelligence, which also lowers the magic needed to cast spells. Slightly. Not much, but it's still something in the grand scheme of things. Willpower just regenerates. Just regenerates magic. But, well, at least it determines the recharge rate of the magic. But was there... Nope, that was just a piece of brick. So, he actually... Is he still here? Yes.
I could spare a moment. What did you need?
Okay, so he's...
Keep yourself safe, my friend.
Well, that's good. I am glad that I could be of service. That's a fetch quest, and that's something that I can do. Okay, so we cleared one fort of goblins. I don't think there are goblins in the other one, but... if there are, we're coming for them, and they are going to die. So we want to head mostly a northwestern bearing here. I don't think that creatures have respawned, but it may be that we wander into new areas where they haven't been slain yet. And the Oblivion gate that you see on the compass has been closed off, I should say. So I've actually misinformed you slightly on the Oblivion gate issue. I've said that the number of Oblivion gates was 20, apart from those related to the story of it. It is actually 25. So once you have 25 closed gates, minus those part of the story, as that watch, you won't get any more gates to Oblivion. At least not appearing randomly in the world. After all, they do have 100 random locations where they can appear. Which also should mean that you theoretically won't get the you said straight with west, which also means that in the new game you're essentially having an Oblivion gate in a different position as before. What? Oh, we need to go a bit southwest actually. That's okay. To dear. No hostile creatures yet. Well, I suppose there will be sentries at the fort. We can... I should say that we are able to take them out. My biggest gripe is those that use poisons that lowers my strength. Which means that I will be stuck, and that is when they can usually deal a lot of damage. Let's use our fancy arrows. Yeah, all the way, no, all the way up to the top. And choose, what was it, arrow of jinxing? Yeah, yes it was. So what base damage is that? The design seems to indicate that it is a silver arrow that has been enchanted. Well, 9 silver arrows. Without. So last... Oh, that was just a... So last time, I think there was a boar in here. And that was pretty much it. Oh, that was just the deer that saw me. Yeah, and deer usually don't go to attacking you in this. They have the chance of running, so that is what they will do. For Oros. Oh, and yes, there is in fact a door. I feared that it was like Arkwit's tower, which was like There was no door in there. So how do you enter it? I don't know. Though it's very likely that it's part of a quest. Okay. So...
Guess it was nothing.
Lit torches means, well, semi-intelligent life. I wouldn't call bandits and marauders intelligent. Also the fact that someone said, yes, it was nothing. Goblins usually don't say that. And a nature faction, well, they say even less. Mostly screams, but... The question is if it's bandits, marauders, necromancers, or conjurers, or vampires, Well, I am...
Hello?
Conjurers. Ooh, nice carpet. Oh, what? Galerian the Mystic. Okay. Nope. I don't need an enchantment for Night Eye. I have that per my choice of race. So they got carpets up to their statues. Nice, nice. So it's the arrows of jinxing are actually really useful here. Ooh, hold on. Didn't I have 9? I've only fired 1. What? Did I lose one going into this having an arrow drawn? That don't make no sense. So, since it's conjurers, we can expect little treasure, Daedric summonings, like that. Sure. I already have a stack of it, so what's a few more? Okay, so that did not lead to the same place as the other side. Curious. Easy. Oh, come on. Now you're pulling my leg and I still lost a lockpick. God, son of a biscuits. Alright. Nice and easy. See. You will test my patience. What? Bread. No torches? Ah! Why do you have to be like that? Why? It's not a lot of food in the pantry. A single apple, a single onion, and a single grain of rice. You can't even make a salad with that. At least. Well, I suppose you could, but it won't be very appetizing. So, still. Oh yes, I've looked up this, and it seems that it is a fairly common bug that it actually decides that you cannot wear me, you cannot get rid of me, you cannot do anything, but I am in your inventory. So yeah, but well then again it doesn't weigh anything. I guess that's part of the bug. So at least there's that. Whew. No, more coffee. Ah yeah. Okay. Whoop. I see you. Whoa! Whoa! So, I'm not a professional voice actor, but when you go into the booth, or in the studio, in case of this probably, and you're told to do a, let's say, surprised sound whilst dying. Would, whoa, be your first choice? Because it sure wouldn't be mine. I mean, it does depend on where it hits. Like, hitting someone in the throat with an arrow would probably result in a sound like or something like that. Whereas you getting hit in the head will just be like you basically would be dead instantaneously. And usually people that die instantly don't make a whole lot of sound. Not that I've shot a lot of people in the head and tested that theory out. Yay! 200 gold. Lucky me. I mean, they are a collectible and I don't know. What's what? Oh, this is just an arrow right in your crush. See, that's more like a death sound. And particularly when you're hit in an area where it might not kill you, but it definitely won't stop you from making sound, like being shot in the head. Like, you can still get sort of like agonized. Those shoes are nice. You can still get sort of like an agonized yelp out. Sure. Oh, please. March of the Sea. I've heard a Song of the Sea, some Song of the South. I don't think there is anything connecting those two together other than the fact that they're both movies. Did I loot this? I did. Huh. Did I loot this? I did. Or if I didn't, then I... never mind. My tongue and my mouth are going all over the place. That sounds a bit dirty. Whew. Oh, line up for a... No! You took it. Gosh! You don't get to move when I push. I think there was more of his leg than his butt. Well... Fortified Magicka pants. Yeah, because that's where you want your Magicka to be stronger. I get the idea. Trouble getting it up, eh? Not as subtle. I mean, you bet I'm magical. Just look at my pants, like, eh. What? Okay, that was a. I don't know if it was in poor taste, but I could just imagine that. Why? I mean, I understand that a headband or like a ring, because you're usually doing some sort of motion with your hands, you're casting a spell. So that makes sense. Or the headband, that is, you're using your mind to summon the magic and think about all the things that you want to do. That makes sense. Magic in your pants. There's not a lot of ways that, well, unless you're a professional parkour artist, I suppose magic pants could come in use, but still, the implication is pretty obvious. Did I clear this place out? I did. Well, when there isn't a sub-location, no. Only 4 minutes over time. That's better than expected. Okay, so, given that were you the guy? Nope, you're not the magic pants guy. Where's the way out? Back here? Yes. Okay, given that we're pretty much done with this area, and I don't think there are a whole lot of places where something can be discovered. Let's just check the map before we actually decide on whether or not a place is deserted. Sure. World map. That is the local map. Okay, so we want to be going to Coral. I don't think there is anything here. It likely would show up when passing by on the road. As for this area, don't think there's anything. Definitely nothing here. Been through that a lot. There could be something in this area, but it looks sort of like the mountains start here, and that means that there usually isn't something. Oh, hello! Asura Shrine. Well, many of the Daedras, along with Meridia, Asura is not so bad. Yes, she is a bit manipulative, but, well, the Daedra are like that. So, all of this, as we've been through, nothing. Then again, we did discover these two, so... Why am I looking at this place? It's nowhere near Coral at all. That was a big long path that went from here around and then down to San Cretor. There could be something in this area here near Lindai. Oh, and I've also found the other fort on the worm cult list. Here it is, Fort Linchal. So that's very close to Fort Asterius. Okay. You know what? I think I will just meet you in Coral. That seems to be the easiest one to do. So I'm not gonna show you me going to the northern trade and goods to buy all the furniture and then look at basically buying them one by one, seeing the upgrades. So I'm going to meet you at a house in Coral, fully furnished, but that is for next time. So until then, take care.